What's up guys, my name is Bryce and welcome to Bryce Games. Today we're going to be playing Would You Rather, so let's get started. Would you rather visit Hogwarts or visit Narnia? Ooh, I like this one, I'm a big fan of both of these series, The Chronicles of Narnia and Harry Potter. But I think this is a pretty obvious choice if you haven't figured it out already. On the one hand, you could learn to become a wizard, which would be pretty freaking fantastic. Or you could go to Narnia, which is pretty cool, but there's not actually anything that great there. I mean, you got some talking animals, some mystical creatures, but you could be a wizard. Obviously, I gotta go with the wizard skills. Oh yeah, 66% of people agree with me because wizards are freaking awesome. Would you rather sleep in a room that is a little too warm or sleep in a room that is a little too cold? Oh, that's just so mean. I assume this would naturally mean that no matter what you did, it would still be too warm or still be too cold. So you couldn't really bundle up or anything, or you couldn't like take off clothes because it's always going to be just a little too warm or too hot. So, ooh. This is kind of horrible because I like the room to be just about right when I'm trying to sleep or something. Because if it's too hot, then I can't sleep. But if it's too cold, I mean, I guess it's better for it to be a little cold than a little warm. Because if it's a little too warm, then you're like sweating and stuff while you're trying to sleep. And that's just nasty and your bed's getting all sweaty. And that's just not a good time. But if it's a little too cold, you actually sleep a little bit better. So I'm going to go with too cold. I feel like that's a better scenario. Yup. And 74% of people agree with me. Yes. I did it. Would you rather be a wizard or be a vampire? Is this even a question? So on the one hand, you could drink people's blood, which I'm sure is so delicious. On the other hand, you could be a freaking wizard and cast like magic spells and stuff. Dumb, we're gonna be a wizard. That's right, 79% of people agree with me because wizards are so cool. I mean, we could go to Hogwarts, we could hang out with Harry Potter. I mean, it'd just be an overall good time. I think being a wizard would be so cool. Would you rather have the ability to have full control over your dreams or never have to sleep? Oh, that's a really interesting one, because on the one hand, it would be really cool to do like amazing things in your dreams, like you could fly, you could do things that would never be possible in real life. But on the other hand, if you never had to sleep, then you would never be tired, you would never run out of energy. You could do so much cool stuff in your actual life and make yourself very, very successful by doing lots of really cool things in real life. And oh man, this is actually a really tough question. I'm a little bit curious what you guys would pick. Let me know in the comments down below, because I don't know what to pick right now. I think as a YouTuber, it would be so amazing not to have to sleep. I would get so much more done. It would be amazing. But on the other hand, being able to control your dreams and just do whatever you want, you'd basically be a god in your own world. And that is just so cool. But oh man, I think I'm gonna have to go with never have to sleep, because personally, I would rather live in a good reality than in an amazing dream, because I'd rather live in the real world. So we'll say never sleep, and everyone disagrees with me. Oh well, I think I made the right call, but let me know what you think in the comments, because I genuinely am curious about this one, because this is a really cool question. Would you rather be a Pokemon trainer or be a zombie slayer? So we could be the very best, like no one ever was, or we could be a zombie slayer and be like Rick Grimes or Daryl Dixon. So that's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, one of these seems inherently more dangerous than the other. I mean, being a zombie slayer is kind of a dangerous job, but being a Pokemon trainer is just freaking awesome. So obviously, I know it's my destiny. Come on, yes! 56% of people agree with me, and they also want to be the very best, so kudos to you. Let me know in the comments down below what you would choose. Would you rather be a Pokemon trainer or a zombie slayer? Let me know, because I'm curious what you guys think. But anyway, let's head on to the next question. Would you rather have nipples that constantly change colors like a disco light, or have nipples that look like diamonds? That's fantastic question. That's what everyone is dying to know. Okay, so I could have diamond nipples, so they'll be all sparkly. It'll be so great. Or I could have nipples that change colors like a disco light. I kind of like that idea of just like having disco lights on my nipples. Be like, woo! You know what? I'm gonna go with the party nipples. I mean, yes, who doesn't like having party nipples? Apparently 60% of people. But whatever, I'm gonna be the life of the party. I'm just like take my shirt off and be like, party nipple. I don't know what I'm talking about. Whatever. Let's head on to the next question. Oh, this one's really good. Would you rather be deep sea diving and your oxygen tank run out, or would you rather be bungee jumping and have your cord snap? Ooh. This one's really tough because you're probably going to die either way. I think this one is actually going to be pretty easy for me. If you're deep sea diving and your oxygen tank runs out, then you have to slowly suffocate or drown to death, and that just does not sound like a fun scenario to me. If you're bungee jumping, at least it'll be something fast. Like, you'll hit the ground, you'll just be like, and it'll be a quick death. It'll be a lot better than just sitting there and slowly suffocating to death. I just do not like suffocation or drowning in general. That's like one of my biggest fears. So I think I am definitely gonna have to go with bungee jumping on this one. Let's see what people picked. Yep, 62% of people agree with me because a quick death is much better than a slow, painful death. So I think I definitely made the right call on that one. Would you rather be unable to experience sadness or be unable to experience anger? Oh. Okay, so this one is actually a really cool question. On the one hand, you could not be sad ever again, which I guess could be good, but then how would you know when you were happy if you can't feel when you're sad? So it sort of causes a little bit of a dilemma there. And then if you can't experience anger, I mean, well, I guess there's not really any con to not being angry. I mean, you couldn't be the Hulk, which I guess is a bummer, but I don't think most of us were going to be the Hulk anyway. So I think I'm going to choose to not experience anger because if you can't experience sadness, then you can't really be happy. But there's no real con to not being angry. So I'm going to go with this one. Okay, so 54% of people disagree with me. That's fair enough. I mean, maybe I'm overthinking this a little bit. Maybe if you don't experience sadness, then you're just happy all the time. I don't know. That's kind of an interesting question either way, though. I like that one. Would you rather have superhuman memory, the ability to retain all information that you learn, or teleportation? Okay, so I'm about to become a superhero, so that's pretty awesome. On the one hand, you could remember everything that was ever said to you, so you basically be one of the smartest people on the planet. You just got to read all these fancy, like, amazing books and stuff, and then you're a genius. Or you could teleport. I want to be a genius. What? Oh, wow. I was not expecting that. 67% of people disagreed with me. I don't understand that one because having superhuman memory could benefit you in so many ways. Like, you could get so smart from that. Or you could just teleport. Like, what is the practicality of teleporting? I mean, it's cool, but it is nowhere near as awesome as being able to remember everything. I mean, I think this one was an easy choice, but maybe I'm wrong. Would you rather eat Skittles or M&Ms? Oh, so would you rather taste the rainbow or have this chocolatey goodness inside you? Ooh, this is a tough one because I really like both candies. Skittles are very much delicious, and so are M&Ms, but they're very different kinds of delicious. On the one hand, you got the fruity, sugary flavors of Skittles, then you have the chocolatey goodness of M&Ms, which, ooh, this one's kind of tough, but I think I slightly prefer Skittles, and I could also have other chocolate candies other than M&Ms, while there aren't nearly as many substitutes for Skittles, so I'm gonna go with Skittles, because those are good. Yes, 53% of people agree with me. Ah, nice, I did it. Would you rather go to a distant planet or travel through time? Oh, this one's really cool. Okay, so on the one hand, you could travel to a distant planet far away. Maybe you could join the Star Wars or something. I don't know. Or you could travel through time. I guess you could go either to the past or the future and actually control where you go. So that's pretty cool. You could get super rich. You could go the future and maybe even travel to a distant planet if you go far enough into the future. So that'd be pretty cool as well. So I think I'm going to go with traveling through time because it just seems like a much safer option. If you travel to a distant planet on your own, you might just die anyway, especially if no one is actually on the planet. So that would kind of suck. So I think I'm going to go with traveling through time because that seems a lot cooler. Yes, 85% of people agree with me because time travel is awesome. Would you rather be a unicorn or be a wizard? Are you kidding me? Would I rather be like a horse thing or a freaking wizard? How many times do I have to tell you, game, I want to be a wizard? That's right, 76% of people agree with me and want to be wizards. Guys, Wizards are freaking awesome. How many times do I have to tell you? Would you rather speak every language except the language of the country that you are currently in? Or would you rather speak the language of the country you're in, but know the meaning of every single word in that language? Oh, this one's kind of cool. So on the one hand, you can know every single language in the world except for the ones that are practical to you, which would kind of suck. Or you could just know the one that makes the most sense to know, like the majority of people in the world do. As cool as it would be to know almost every single language in the world, it would really suck not to be able to talk to the people that are actually around you. Like, why would you want to know all the other languages if you can't speak to most of the people? So I think I am definitely going to go with this one. Yeah, 65% of people agree with me because talking to people is actually helpful. I mean, why wouldn't you want to talk to the people around you? I think that one makes a lot of sense because it doesn't matter how many languages you know if you can't actually use them. So I think I made the right call on that one. Okay, this one is a little bit confusing, but if you race go-karts, would you rather embrace death or become a vegetable? And at the bottom it says, go-karts have nothing to do with this question. I am so very confused. Okay, so if we're racing go-karts, would you rather die or would you become a vegetable? Like, what kind of vegetable would I become? Would I become a carrot or like a potato? Would I be like something really cool like a radish? I don't know why I think a radish is cool, but that's what I'm wondering. I guess I don't know. This is such an awful question. Whatever. I'm just gonna embrace death. I think that's the better way to go. Oh gosh. All right, 73% of people agree with me. They don't want to be radishes because they're not as cool as I thought. All right, guys. Well, I think that has been enough Would You Rather for today. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did and you'd like to see more Would You Rather, then make sure you give the video a like because it really does help me out a lot. And make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can see my new videos as soon as they come out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.